Hello there, beautiful goddesses of your reality. Welcome back. This is Manifest with Jenny T, your mindset and spiritual coach. Please like, subscribe, and click the little bell icon so when I upload videos, they come straight to you. So today's today's topic is quite relevant to the outfit that I've got on, which for me is to epitomise me wanting to dance and namely to salsa. Because I've said to you in the past, I have such a close resonance with a Spanish señorita. Not that I've got any Spanish señoritas in my heritage that I know of, because I haven't actually checked it out. Maybe I have, but it doesn't matter because it's what resonates with my soul, and I'm very passionate and feisty, and this beautiful dress really epitomizes who I am. And the reason why it's quite relevant to this evening's topic is because I want to talk to you about music and what that means on our manifesting journey, and a sort of a reframe, to be honest with you, because I did a video about this topic. I don't know how long ago it was now. It was probably about 2 years ago, maybe. And it was me talking about how what music we pick to listen to on our manifesting journey is really relevant to what we manifest. And even though the ethos of it is still correct, and it's how we connect with that music, and it's our understanding, it's our conscious understanding of what we're listening to and what it means. I want to talk to you about the way that I've progressed on further, and how I don't detract what I said, and that's not an egoic statement, thinking that I can't be wrong, because I'm bloody wrong all the time. You know, I'm so flawed as a human. I'm totally capable of being wrong, and I am wrong a lot of the time, and this is what this evolution journey is all about. But in that video, excuse me, I talked about moving away from sad songs, and I explained to you how ballads, the Whitneys, the Mariah Careys, the Toni Braxton especially, as always, they were so beautiful, but talked and you know, really appeal to the broken heart club, right? And so that was my level of consciousness, and how I could understand it when I was going through learning about the law of assumption and manifestation. And of late, what I've done, and it feels so beautiful, because guys, I will always say, this journey of thyself and learning about oneself, and the manifesting journey, the subconscious, the soul evolution, it is a process of going through different states. And this is exactly where I'm at with music again. I'm going to the next state, I'm going to the next frequency of learning what that means. And what I understand now about music, and what I've actually come back to, is really loving listening to those heartbreak, the songs of romance, even because The Glory of Love by Peter, what was his name? I can't remember it off the top of my head. It'll come to me when I don't want to think about it. But the glory of love was always something that like I really romanticized within in my brain of this is exactly how I want a man to be with me, like fight for the glory of love. And when I was going through the journey and first learning about the law, I moved away from that because I'm like, it's not about a man, it's about me. And it really still is. But I've moved back to it because I can now see the beauty of that. It's like an integration where it's not excluding those things. I am all of that. And I'm all of the heartbreak also. And what I mean by that is that because circumstances, like I always say to you, are always going to be present. We're always going to have to deal with circumstances. That's the human conditioning. That's life. There's no human that's above having the day-to-day things that we need to tackle. And some of that means that we need to um, feel heartbreak still. You know, I mean, I'm going through heartbreak still, even though I'm evolving so much. So what I understand now about the depth of that music and what it was teaching me is that when I feel those feelings, instead of dismissing, which I realise now, in essence, what I was doing was by saying that I'm not going to listen to that music anymore. That's not going to be on my playlist. I'm dismissing a part of me, which was my container. Like when I go through those emotional feelings, that music that was heartbreak was my container. It wasn't. It wasn't because I was manifesting from that space. When I was feeling those deep emotions, that was something that allowed me to express and feel my feelings. And this is what it's all about. This journey of self is all about finding out what that is and letting those feelings be there, and have the grounded container to be able to say, I can feel this, but I'm still safe within my body to experience it. And it doesn't mean that I'm going to sabotage my life, my desires. It doesn't mean that I'm going to collapse under the weight of the feeling. And now I understand that. So it's allowed me to come back to my music again, the music that I always resonated with. And the reason why I always resonated with that music was because I've just always been a deep mofo. And that's okay. You know, I mean, my brother said this to me not so long ago, and I never really talk about my brother on this or anything massively too personal. But he said, "Jen, you so deep, and I'm just not." And then I'm like, yeah, like not everybody's got to be like me, and I haven't got to be like them. And that's the beauty of this, isn't it? The beauty of this is to realize that everybody's on their own path and their own journey, but my personal journey is real depth, and that's beautiful because it's who I am. So I want you to take away from this that don't don't use things, don't spiritually bypass. And what I mean by spiritually bypassing, meaning latching on to these things that we've heard, and taking it as gospel, taking it as that's the blueprint then to get there. Because the blueprint, the only blueprint is your personal soul's identity. And that's it. And that's who you are. This journey is a journey of remembrance and coming back to you in your entirety, not compartmentalizing and then needing to stick to a certain thing. It's not that. Because being whole and being being complete means that we add all those things into this journey. So does that mean that all I do is listen to heartbreak music? No, because what it's allowed me to do is incorporate strong females who are spiritually contained and have that beautiful deep essence where they've been able to be safe, but also express and feel safe to express all that. Those are my new playlists, and those are the people that I resonate now. But does that mean that I have to take away all that stuff that I always loved and I grew up with? No, that's what I incorporate now. And for every circumstance that I go through, there's a song for that, right? There's a song to contain you in that. So use it. Use music. Use the vibration of music to sit in the feeling, feel that feeling, transmute that feeling, and let it be that container, and then cry it out if you need to, and just say, I've got something else holding it, which is that song, right? And let that song hold it for you. Just pour into it and then let it go. And this is what this journey is all about. That is feeling the feeling and moving on from that feeling, release and let go, and then come back to thyself. So on that note, I'm going out with my mom, and the intention is that I want to salsa tonight. But if I don't get to salsa tonight, that's fine, because my little salsa queen lives within me. With or without having those experiences, I carry her around. So it would be nice to have salsa, but if I don't have salsa tonight, that's okay also, because I'm her. I'm integrated with her. So there you go. I'm going to love and leave you. And as always, I wish you the best with all beautiful, inspiring intention. And I hope that's come over in this video. I love you, and I will see you in the next one.